This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, good. Guys, coming to the packages concept here. Today we'll start some application using Eclipse IDE, guys. Guys, yesterday how many examples done regarding packages? So just check the producttest.com slash. So Java 9 p.m. Java 9 a.m. Sorry. So Java 9 a.m. you can get the password like Java here. So the package and modifier yesterday we done 3 examples, right? So package like guys, we done 3 examples. Example 1, I discussed only one package statement. Example 2, we discussed 2 package statements. Example 3, again, I submit. Example 3 complete. Guys, is it example 3 complete or not completed?
Yes, completed, sir.
Good. Guys, and coming to the day to today class, we will do some application using, okay, Eclipse IDE, guys. Guys, today try to install Eclipse IDE. Once you finish the Eclipse IDE, so yeah, you will get the zip file, guys, directly. Extract the zip file. Guys, Eclipse IDE, we will get the zip file. So try to download Eclipse IDE here. And local disk G, I think I have softwares. Let me show the zip file here. Softwares. Yeah. Guys, once you will get the zip file, we have to extract the zip file, guys. Mm, yeah. Button. Java software. See. Guys, once if you download Eclipse IDE, you'll get the Eclipse JW access and version, guys. Like this, you'll get the data. Once if you extract this, you'll get the Eclipse folder like this. Guys, you'll get the Eclipse folder like this. Once if you open Eclipse folder, here you'll get the Eclipse symbol, right? These are symbol of Eclipse, guys. exe file basically. You try to open this exe file, okay, to get the data. Just try to open the exe file to get the data, right? This is my exe file, guys. Once if you open Eclipse IDE, it's asking workspace location, guys. So before starting Eclipse IDE, I will give you like some information about Eclipse. Guys, Eclipse like what is the ID full form? Guys, what is the ID full form? ID is like integrated development. Guys, what is the ID full form? The ID full form is what? Integrated. Hmm. Guys, can you hear me?
Integrated
Integrated
development environment.
development. Development what environment, right? Integrated development environment, guys. The ID full form is what? Integrated development environment, right? Exactly, guys. There's information about the ID here. See, guys, we have the different IDs here. See, guys, IDs provide very good environment to the application basically. So most of the code will be generated by ID itself, like constructor it will generate, setter and getter methods, exception handling code, variable initialization, code auto compiled. It's showing all the methods, which method you want. Just you can choose that method. Just you can choose that method. These are information, guys. Just 1 second. Yeah, so it can choose all method, like it shows all the methods information, guys. Like that ID will give the more predefined support, guys, to write the application. Okay, what example of IDs we have? Eclipse ID. Okay, so NetBeans ID is Eclipse NetBeans. So IntelliJ ID is there. IntelliJ ID is there, and we have the J developer is there. Like multiple IDs we have, guys. Sorry, clear now? Eclipse, my Eclipse, NetBeans, IntelliJ, developer, like multiple IDs we have. And we are working with Eclipse ID, guys. When we work with Eclipse ID, the versions of Eclipse ID, guys, which is like alphabetical order. Alphabetical order, I, J, K, L, M, N, yeah, M, N, O, P. Yeah, P is the present version, it seems. Yeah, I means what? We have the Indigo version, guys. At least you have to know what are the versions of ID, right? Because some of your friends are using some different versions. So J means what? Juno version, man. Juno. K means what? So K means what? Kepler version. Yes, K means Kepler version. Next one is what? Luna. L means Luna version. Some guys are using Luna version, guys. Older version. M means Mars version. N means what? N means neon. So O means oxygen. I think in my system oxygen installed, guys. O means water, oxygen. Phi means photon. Okay, the present version of Eclipse ID is the like photon Eclipse ID, guys. Present version of Eclipse ID is what? Photon Eclipse ID, right? Exactly. Guess here, if you take the ID, IDs are two types, guys. One is a Java ID, JWA ID. Guys, the ID categorized in two ways. So there are two categories of IDs, guys. One is a Java IDE. So there are two parts, guys. Like basically one is like JTS Java Eclipse ID, guys. Java ID in a sense like we support the JTSA like core Java. That's Java ID. Next one is what? JEE J2EE, guys. So when you install the Java IDE, when you're downloading this ID, guys, there are two parts we have. One is the Java ID, which supports the core Java concepts. JEE ID, it supports the both core Java and what advanced Java also. Advanced Java means what? Servlets, JSP, JDBC. It supports everything, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, while downloading, if you want, you can download a JEE ID. If you download the JEE ID, means what? In advanced Java also, you don't need to install again ID, guys. So same ID, we can go for the both reasons here. If you download the Java ID, means for the core Java, you can go for the Java ID. Again, when I start the advanced Java, again we have to start what? Again, you have to download the JEE, right? Java ID will not support, guys. Guys, are you clear now? So which one is better, guys? Recommended download which version? So if you want, you can download a Java ID. It's not a problem. Otherwise, you can download what? JEE ID, right? JEE ID, right? Exactly, guys. Java or what? JEE ID, guys. So just you can go to the Google. Let me show the process, guys. Just you can go to the Google. Just you can type like Java Eclipse ID. Java Eclipse download, guys. Java Eclipse to download for Windows. Java Eclipse or download for Windows, guys. You can go for the eclipse.org. Otherwise, eclipse.org directly downloads are there. Just click on this downloads. So eclipse.org downloads, guys. Once if you check this one, yeah. Yeah, we have the like see guys here download 86 and 64, right? Here you can go for the download packages, guys. Download what? Packages. If you click on download packages, guys, if you click on download packages, it's showing like multiple things like which operating system you're using, like guys, are you clear now? Eclipse.org downloads. In the downloads you have the packages, guys. Eclipse.org downloads, you'll find the packages. If you click the packages, allows you to ask which version you want. See guys, this is Eclipse ID for Java developer. Eclipse ID for the Java developer. So see guys, essential tool is the Java developer, including Java ID, Git client, XML editor, Maven, Gradle integration. This is all you'll get, right? This is like Java developer, guys. So this is like Eclipse ID for the enterprise Java developer. It is like enterprise Java developer. So you see here, Eclipse ID for the PHP developer, Eclipse ID for the embedded tools, embedded for CCVP. This is all information, right? Eclipse ID for the scientific computing and all. Yes, different things we have. See, if you need the Eclipse ID for the Java developer, like core Java means, you can click on this one, guys. Windows 86 and 64. If you do go for the JEE, guys, JEE means this is like enterprise edition, enterprise Java. So enterprise edition means what? This tool are supporting like web applications, right? Java supports with the Java, guys. It including only Java ID, Java developers. This is like web applications, including Java tools ID, JavaScript, TypeScript, Java server page, JSF, guys, JSP, Java server pages, and faces. It supports with web services, JPA, Maven, Gradle, Git supports everything, guys. That's what is up to you. Which version you are downloading? You guys are able to download this file, right? Good. Guys, download the Eclipse ID from this website, guys. Download the Eclipse ID from this website, guys. Either JEE or JTS Eclipse ID. You can download anyone. Guys, are you clear now? So Windows 86 64 and Mac 64 like this. Good, guys. Guys, in my system, I think JEE Eclipse ID is downloaded. Guys, once you extract the file, you'll get this symbol, right? Guys, once you extract the file, you'll get, see, this is Java software. I have the Eclipse ID like this, guys. You'll get this Eclipse ID like this, Eclipse JW access or something like this. Once you extract this file, you'll get Eclipse like this. In this Eclipse, guys, just this is my Eclipse ID. Just open, double click on this file. Once if you double click on this file, you will get is asking workspace, guys. Workspace means what? Where you want to save your code, guys. Where you want to save your code. So give me some workspace, guys. So here, local disk E, I want to create some folder, like actually you can browse it, guys. Where you want to suggest, you can browse it there. So browse it. If you are not be interested to browse, no problem. Directly you can give the name, some name. Automatically it will create the folders also even. Guys, where you want to save your application from Eclipse ID. In Eclipse ID, what are the code you written? Where you want to save the code, just you can write that location, right? Exactly, guys. So in local disk E, just let me browse it. Local disk E, where I want to save my code, guys. Where I want to save my code. Java 9am packages. Yeah, Java 9am folder is there. Just click on OK, guys. Java 9am. Let me create the pkjs packages, something like this. Click on OK, guys. But Java 9am pkjs file is not there, right? That's what it automatically create the file in local disk E. It's not a problem. Okay, local disk E, guys. Once if you open, so now see Java 9am pkgs. This file is not there, right? Just what is created, guys. This is a metadata folder. So here what are the projects we create in Eclipse ID? Those all the projects are created here, right? These are clear now. Good. It's loading Eclipse ID, guys. Guys, I hope you got the clarity about the ID, right? What is ID and yeah. So this is like ID, guys. This is like versions. The two parts of ID, JWAD, JTS Eclipse ID. JTS in another one, Java Eclipse ID, guys. Next one is the JW Eclipse ID. So Java ID supports only core Java, guys. JWAD supports both core and advanced Java, right? That's both core and what advanced Java, guys. Good. Guys, first application I want running the Eclipse ID. First application using ID. First application using ID, guys. So guys, once the workspace is loaded, once workspace is loaded, guys, because I have to discuss in Eclipse ID how we will create the package and all, because very important things, guys. See guys, here and about top you can try to see all the points, guys. First of all, so this is the what type of Eclipse ID? Tell me. First look at the welcome file. It's not a problem, guys. What type of Eclipse ID it is? Guys, please respond. What type of Eclipse ID it is? Java Eclipse ID, JW Eclipse ID.
JW.
Yeah, it's like JW Eclipse ID, right? Exactly. Guys, but I need the JW Eclipse ID, Java Eclipse ID.
Java.
Yeah. See guys, here by default the Eclipse ID is in my system. I installed JW by default. That's what you're getting the JW by default, right? Just you can close this welcome file, guys. Welcome file, guys. To change the perspective. Point one. To change the like what? To change the JTS is it Java to JEE or yeah, to change the Java to JEE, guys, Java to JEE, something like this, because it's showing like Java W Eclipse, right? Exactly. Guys, to change the Java to JEE or JEE to Java, so we have to check like open prospect option, guys. Right hand side you can see open open prospect, right? So to change the Java to JEE or JEE to Java, so use right hand side plus symbol, guys. Use right corner plus, right, which is nothing but what? Open perspective, something like this, guys. Open perspective is the right corner, guys. Use right corner open perspective plus symbol, guys. Once if you open this one plus symbol, see guys, here by default JW mode is installed in my system, guys, but you want JW mode Eclipse ID, Java Eclipse ID. Just I need the Java Eclipse ID, right? Just click on the Java Eclipse ID, guys. Once if you click on the Java Eclipse ID, click on OK. The Java Eclipse ID, click on OK. In the top you can see observation here. Yeah, Java change, right? Guys, yes or no? Java changed or not? Exactly, guys. See, for example, if we take the only Java means, go to the file menu, click on new. Here we can see only core Java concepts, guys. Packages, classes, interfaces, enum, source file. You will get only these files, sir. If you change the properties right hand side plus operator, JEE mode, click on OK. Once if you change to JEE mode, guys, go to the file menu, click on new. You'll get the dynamic web project, EJB project, connector project, static web project, Maven project. You'll get the multiple files, right? Guys, you will get the multiple files, guys. Is it clear now? Yeah, that is information, guys. That's what. So open prospect is very important, guys. Just to change which mode you want, okay? Click on OK, guys. Guys, you have to observe this all the points, okay? Good. Guys, Eclipse ID basically which contains the 4 parts, guys. Eclipse ID to change the perspective, Java to JW or JW to Java, use the use right corner plus operator, which is like open prospect, right? Exactly, guys. Next one, the ID contains, guys, the ID contains 4 parts basically. Guys, ID contains how many parts total here? 4 parts, right? What are the 4 parts? The ID contains four parts, guys. What are the four parts? This is called Project Explorer, guys. Whatever the projects you are able to create it, all the projects are visible here. This is called a Project Explorer, guys. The first one is what? So Project
Explorer.
Explorer. Explorer, guys. It shows list of projects, right? It shows the list of created projects. That's the first one, guys. Second one is what? This is called work area, guys. Workspace. Here, what are the code you written? Are you able to see the code here, right? Guys, are you able to see the code here? Okay. Guys, please mute. Yeah, we are able to create the work area, guys. Work area means the code we written, right? Yeah, work area means the code we are writing here. That is called work area, basically. So the code area, guys. What is the code you written that is showing that place? The third one is called outline, guys. Here we have the outline, right? See, for example, we have the 10 classes are there. 10 classes contains multiple methods. We are in the first class, but I want to move the cursor to 10th class, guys. Then what I have to do? I have to move the control to 10th class means I have to scroll down, right? But without scroll down, guys, in the outline it's showing all the 10 classes. Which class you want, just you can select that class, guys. Automatically the control goes to the corresponding class, guys. Outline means it's showing all the class and all the project information, guys. So outline means what? It shows the it shows what? It shows the all the project information, right? Yes, it shows all the project information to move to the specific class, right? To move to the to move to what? Specific data, guys. To move to specific data, right? That's all, guys. So Project Explorer, guys. Work area, outline. Last one is a console, guys. Here we can see the console. So to see the output, guys. Last area called console. It shows output, right? Yeah, this is called output area, guys. Guys, the project ID contains total how many parts? The ID contains four parts here. What is the project explorer, work area, outline, console? Guys, see these all the points clearly. So today try to install Eclipse ID, and if possible try to do the practicals today onwards using Eclipse ID. Good, guys. Guys, to create the project, go to the file menu, click on new. Guys, you want me to take these points, go to the file menu, click on new, create the Java project. Go to the file menu, click on new, create the Java project. Project name is what? You like first app, something like first app, guys. So just click on the finish, right? First app, click on finish. Now you can see right hand side. Are able to see this project explorer or not? Guys, yes or no? Package explorer or project explorer, guys? Are able to see the package explorer, right? Exactly. This is my application, guys. There is application contains which folder here? SRC folder is there. This application contains SRC folder now. This application contains what? This application contains SRC folder, right? Exactly. Guys, application folder and SRC folder. Here we have to create one class, guys. To create the class here, right click on this SRC folder. Guys, right click on this SRC folder, click on new. Click on new. SRC means what? Source code, right? The name itself saying like SRC means source code, guys. In the name source code, you have to create the class. Guys, here, one thing here, when you create the class, guys, in Eclipse ID, first of it is asking package name. So reverse of the domain name we have to give com.tcs, just again the package name com.tcs, that's it there. What are the class, guys? Here I want to give the test class. Guys, did you observe here when you create the class it is asking package name, right? Then you can give the package name, then we have to give the class name, right? That is one way, guys. That's one way you can create the class. And the second way is like in SRC, first you can create the package. Click on new, first you can create the package. Under the package you can create the, just to give the package name, under the package you can create the multiple classes. Guys, which one is right, which one is better? Tell me. Directly when you trying to create the class, give the package name. That is one option. Option two is what? First you create the package. What are the packages you want? You can create the packages first. In that packages you can try to create the files, try to create the classes, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, click on new. I want to create the class directly. Class means it is asking package name first time. com.tcs is my package name. Reverse of the domain name, guys. So test is my class name. Guys, are you able to see, right? Test is a class name. See here, public static void main. I need the main method. Public static void main. Just click on the finish, right? Click on what? Finish, guys. That's it. Guys, once if we click on finish, it's showing the test class, right? Guys, are you able to see the package statement or not? Com.tss. Hmm? Guys, two things. In the SRC, you can create the package first. Under the package, you can create the class. That is one option. Otherwise, you directly try to create the class. When you create the class also, it is asking the package name. Guys, anything is fine. Okay. Yeah. Yes, but font size is very less font guys, very less size guys. You want to increase the font size, go for the Windows. Windows preferences we have to use. As Windows preferences, here you can type the directly font guys. You will get generally you have to go for the general appearance, colors and fonts. But if you type the in search directly, if I type the font, then what happened guys? It shows the colors and fonts, right? Double click on this colors and font guys. You can go for the basic font. In the basic font, we can check like text font. Yes, basic font we have to use what? Text font, right? Yes, basic font you have to go for the text font. The text font, double click here. Text font, double click. I want to go for the bold and italic. Select the 14 or something like this. Guys, are you clear now? Click on OK and click on OK, guys. That's it. Font increased. I'm repeating again. Windows preferences. Windows preferences. So you can go for directly. You can type the font here. So colors and font, guys. In the colors and font, you'll get the basic font here. So select the basic, guys. Basic is there. In the basic, here we have the text font. So text font editor. Okay, double click otherwise here. Text font. So select the font style, font family, font style, and font size. Click on OK, right? That's all, guys. So you guys like this. Guys, are you clear now? Now automatically package is the package com.tcs. Public class, test class is there. Main method, right? Guys, tell me this much code is generated by ID itself, right? Exactly, guys. This is one thing. And see, guys, I will show the outline once to you. I declare the class here. See, guys, like that, I have like multiple classes are there. Guys, like that, I have the multiple classes are there, right? Guys, like this, I have the multiple classes. First class, like A class, this is like this is my B class, this is my C class, this is my D class. Total, like I have the 4 classes, guys. Guys, outline or task list is not required, guys, but outline important. You guys are able to see outline, right? So test class is com.tcs package. Yeah, test class, A class, B class, C class, D class. Assume like D class contains one disk method, guys. Now see, the D class contains disk method, right? So if you go for the C class, void wish method, guys. Now see, it's showing like wish method, right? Guys, I hope you saw the beauty of the outline, right? Outline is very, very important. I can take the class Z class. So Z class contains, yeah, Z class contains information, void M1 method. Now see the code, guys. Yeah, but see, guys, like that I have the 1,000 lines of code. Now I'm at first line. Then what I have to do? I have to go for the Z class M1 method directly. If you want to go for Z class M1 method, if you click on this file, directly control goes to that file, guys. Guys, you got the clarity about the outline, right? Guys, see this all the points. You'll get some clarity. You'll get some confidence, right? Huh? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Outlines are clearer. Can I remove this outline? If you want, you can make the outline. Can I remove this outline now? As of now.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, we
But
got the
you
clarity.
understood, got the clarity about the outline, right? Okay.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Can I remove this outline? So yeah. Guys, if you want, see, I removed outline. Again, I want the outline. Again, if you want the outline means you can go for the Windows again. Windows appearance is there, not appearance. Show view is there. Yeah, show view is there. Here somewhere outline is there. Just you can see. Yeah, this is outline, right? Guys, you closed outline, but you decided you need outline again. So then you can click on this outline, guys. You're getting this outline or not? Good. Guys, Windows show view. Show view, which one you, for example, unfortunately, you closed this Project Explorer, Package Explorer, we closed. Windows show view, just click on this package, Project Explorer. The Project Explorer, Package Explorer, both are same, it's not a problem. You'll get the Package Explorer, right? Guys, are you clear now? Huh? There's information, guys. If anything is closed by default, guys, you can go for the Windows show view is there. which one you decide, you close it, you try to select that one, automatically you get the data. Is that point is clear, guys? And if you want to change the increase the font size, Windows preferences we have to use. Good, guys. And see here, is it generally in the Eclipse ID you want to write the print statement, right? Frequently write the print statement, right? In Eclipse ID, guys, SOP shortcut is sysout. You can write the sysout control space. The sysout control space you can type, automatically you get the system.out.println. The sysout control space, yeah, sys, yeah, sysout control space means what? The sysout, you can write the sysout lowercase control space, automatically get the system.out.println, guys. Yes or no? Okay. Hi Ratan sir, good morning. Hi Ratan sir, good morning. Right? That's information, guys. Because I want to run this code. Yes, to run this code here, directly we have the run button, option one. Yes, to run this code directly here we have the run button. Otherwise, right click here, run as Java application. Anything is fine. There's two options, guys, to run this application. Here run button directly. Otherwise here right click, run as a Java application. We can see anything is fine, right? You can, which one you want me click? Here or button or directly? Which one you feel better?
Direct button.
Button, directly button means here the button, guys. Select the button here. Now here you can see console is there, right? In the bottom. Hi sir, good morning, guys. Guys, you got the clarity about the four places, right? This is called Project Explorer place. This is called workspace, work area, and this is called outline. We closed it previously, and this is called console where we can see the output, guys. Guys, are you clear now? Good, guys. Guys, in SRC, I want to create one more package. Otherwise, this first example is clear, everyone? Is that first application is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, guys, what I will do, first application using ID. Go to the file menu, click on new. Okay, file menu, click on new. Select the Java project. Give the project name. Click on finish. Right? Guys, give the project name. So click finish. Guys, click what finish. Right? That's it, guys. Once the project is ready. So I given the project name is called which one, guys? First tab is my project name. In the project, you will get the SRC folder, guys. SRC means source code, right? So here we have to create the class, guys. Under the SRC, what the package name I created here? com.tcs package, right? So then what happened, guys? Again, com folder is created. Get up to SRC here. In SRC, what you will do here? In SRC, right click. Tell me, guys. In SRC, right click. So create the class, right? Guys, create the class. So it's asking package name, guys. com.tcs dot, yeah, com.tcs dot. What the class name, guys? com.tcs dot. I created test class,
Yes.
right? Exactly, guys. Guys, are you clear about the process, right? This is my test data class file or Java operates fine, guys. It's not a problem. This is my first application, guys. Guys, are you clear now? Any questions, please? Yeah, guys, go and check once like workspace area. Go and check the workspace area. Where is the workspace, guys? I saved my application. Guys, where is workspace? In local disk E, right? Yeah, local disk E. See, guys, here Java 9am packages. See, guys, here I created only first app. This is my application name, right? Guys, first app is my application name. Open this first app. You will get the settings folder, bin folder, src folder. These are all the folders, guys. But for us, these all the folders are not important. For us, only bin and src is important. SRC means which contains the source code, guys. What are the folders? Guys, you will get how many folders? Guys, in what project workspace location, guys, please mute. In project location, guys, we will get the two folders. Guys, we will get the how many folders here? Two folders. What are two folders, guys? One is the bin folder. The second one is the src folder, guys. Bin and src. Guys, src contains the source code of the Java. Guys, the source code of the Java. What the bin folder contains, guys? The dart class files. Guys, the bin file stores what? Dart class files, right? Exactly. Guys, if you want, you can see this location. Bin folder contains com.tcs package, right? Guys, the package is nothing but what? Folder structure, right? Guys, package is nothing but a folder structure or not? Huh? Package is nothing but a folder structure, guys. com.tcs.test.java file is there. Okay, so you can go for the bin folder, guys. Bin folder also contains com.tcs.test.class file is there. Guys, are you clear now? Yeah, in project location, guys, you'll get the two folders. One is like src folder, the source code of the Java, contains the source code of the Java, contains the dot class files, right? As src, okay, contains the source code of the Java. Bin is what contains the class files, right? Guys, are you clear now? Yeah. Guys, I hope you got the clarity about at least what is ID, what it contains, like more information, right? What is outline is doing, how to create the project and all, right? Exactly, guys. Yeah, guys, this checking the files also clear, right? Yeah, first application is clear, right, everyone? First application is clear, right? Exactly. Guys, using Eclipse ID, I can do the second application. Example one, example two. Guys, see, I want to create the new project. Tell me the process, how to create the new project. Guys, how to create the new project? Guys, I'm asking how to
File
create a
new.
new project. File menu.
File new
The file
project
new
name.
project.
Click on file menu. Click on new. I want to create the Java project.
Java project.
Before this, for the project name. So this is like the example I'm going to discuss about the static import concept. Static import concept, guys. Click on finish. That's it. Project is ready. The static import src is there. Here I want to create the package name class, right? Basically. Yeah, right click here, new. I want to create the class, guys. Does you want me to create the package
Package.
first in class or directly class? Okay, previously we showed directly class,
Package.
right? Uh, when you create the class also, it's asking package name, it's not a problem. But if you want, you can create the package first. Package like what? Com.tcs. Com.tcs, reverse of the domain name I given, right? Click on com.tcs. You can go for the static data message, guys. Static data message. Yes, that com.tcs.what? Com.tcs.static data. Com.tcs.static data. Okay, fine. This is my static data module. Guys, initially the package doesn't contain any data, guys. Are you able to see this is like white symbols, right? Guys, are you able to see white symbols or not? But here you can see, are you able to see white symbols? Some darkness is there, some brown, right? Because this package contains classes
Yes.
means this color is like this. If package does not
Yes.
contain any classes means the color is like this white color. Okay, it's like showing like
Empty.
empty. Yeah, click on new. Click on new. I want to create a class. Guys, I want to create some. Okay, class name is called. Assume like some test class is there. I want to take the main method. Click on the main method. Click on the finish. My test class contains, I don't want main method, sorry guys, I removed main method. Here, in the test class, I want to create some static variable. Static int, the course fee is how much guys here? 3000. And I can declare one static method, guys. Public modifier is mandatory that you know, because public only other package can access, right? Public static, sorry, public, I want to declare static method. Public static void, I can take the course method, guys. Guys, what is the course name? The sysout control space. Yeah, this is like this is like assume like guys, I want to rename this file. Assume I decided I don't want to take the useless name, like test is not a meaningful name, right? I want to take the meaningful name is like course info. You change the name, guys. Yes, are you clear now? I decided I want to change my name course info. I want to take the class. See guys, once if we change, see it's asking like read that message, guys. Okay, the public type course info must be defined its own file name. Rename the compilation unit, guys. Guys, you want to rename the compilation unit means file name. You want to rename the file name is course info.java, right? Yes or no? Just if you click here, automatically this name is changed to course info.java. Guys, I hope you see the beauty of the data, right?
Eclipse.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Eclipse, beauty of the Eclipse, right? Exactly. Yeah, Code Java by Mr. Ratan. Yeah, Ratan sir is great. Or guys, Ratan sir is great or not?
Yes.
Oi, no response means tomorrow no class. Ratan,
Yes,
guys.
sir. Yes, sir. Ratan sir is great. Ratan sir is great.
Oh,
Yes,
thank
sir.
Why? Hey, today one new guy is joined. Who is that name? Anyone is joined today? No. Okay, fine. Yeah, code Java Mr. Ratan, guys. Course info is there, right? One static variable is there, one static variable is there, guys. It's fine. Guys, I want to create the client package now. I want to create another package client module. Guys, this is like course info. One package contains the course info. Guys, please mute. Rani, run. Yeah. Guys, I want to create the new package, client package. Guys, if you want to create, see, this is like one module, guys, one package. And I want to create another package means what? Right click, new. I want to create the package now. I click a new package name. What the package name is here? com.tcs. This is like client code, guys. This is my client code. Guys, com.tcs. Static data is the information is there. Client code, I want access information, guys. In the client code, I want to take the class like, or the class name, guys, generally we will take test client class. But a client code requires the main method, right? Just click on the main method, guys. Click on the finish. I hope you got the two different packages, right? Yes or no? This is like static data, guys. This is like client code. In the client code, what I will do now, what I will do, I want to get the course information, guys. Guys, to get the course information is present with what course info class, right? I need to get the course fees and the course name actually, course and fees, guys. To get the course and fees, first of all, I want to call the uh, course, course info data, course info data, course name I have to call, guys. But see, guys, the beauty of the Eclipse IDE, once I import the course info data, course, yeah, mm, course info data, course, if you select, automatically the import statement is done or not? Guys, yes or no? See, guys, here, there's one more shortcut is there. Actually, I used course info. That's what this course info model is imported. I decided I don't want this line. I removed it. Yes, if you remove means this import statement is removed, not removed, right? Because this is useless import, right? Yes or no? This import statement course info. Read that message, guys. For the message showing the import com.tcs.static data course info is never used, right? You want to remove this unnecessary imports, guys. To remove the unnecessary imports or to import the necessary data, we can go for the control shift O, guys. Guys, these are the two shortcuts frequently we'll use in ID. What are the two shortcuts, guys? Tell me. Number one, shortcuts. Shortcuts, guys. Number one is what? Sysout, sysout,
Control space.
control space, control plus space. Guys, you write the sysout control space. Then system.out.println you will get. But second shortcut, guys, frequently we'll use. Second is
Remove
just done, right?
unused imports. Unused
Uh,
imports.
Control shift O.
Unused
Control
imports.
Control
shift O.
shift O.
control shift plus O. Uh, yeah, system. Sysout control space means what, guys? It will generate. It will generate what? System.out.println message. Exactly. Control shift O means what? It removes the. It removes what? It removes and it adjusts the imports, guys. It manages the imports. It will manage the import, right? It will manage the importer. Manage the import means what? If unnecessary imports are there removed, necessary imports are required imported automatically. It will manage the imports, guys. And one more shortcut, guys. If you want to remove the specific line, in that line, guys, just a control D. Guys, if you want to remove these lines means, so 2 3 lines means what? Here the cursor is there. I want to remove this line. Control D is a shortcut, guys, to remove the line in the Eclipse ID. Control plus D to remove the, guys, to remove the lines, right? Exactly. Control D. Yeah, guys, these are the frequently used shortcuts. That's what I'm writing, like control space, control shift will import the, manage the imports, control D will remove the lines. Exactly, guys. Guys, see, now My core static data, I hope you are able to understand how to create the package in Eclipse ID, right? This is the way how to work with Eclipse ID, guys. Here course info is there, here I want access data. That's what, guys. To access the data, then you can write the course info dot course method, guys. Course info dot course method I want to call. Guys, course info dot course method I called, automatic import is done. Guys, in Eclipse ID, don't write the import. If import is not done, assume like you called course info dot course, but import is not done, right? Import is not done means what we have to do, guys? Control shift O. Guys, are you clear now? Eclipse ID, man, it's the power of Eclipse ID. Yeah, course info dot course. The next one is one variable we want to call. This is out control space. This out control space. Course info dot which variable, guys? Here, course info dot p variable, right? Why this p variable is not visible, guys? This is not public variable. Guys, this is not public variable, right? That's why it's not visible. Scope is not visible. Make it public. Now it is visible, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, now you want to run this code. To run this code, simply can click on run button. So in the below, you can see, guys, core Java administrator. The fees is very less, which will be 3,000, right? Huh? Guys, are you clear now? So can I write like the course fee? Yeah, the course fee is what? The course fee is like 3,000, right? Exactly, guys. Just you can run this code. Core Java administrator. The course fee is how much here? 3,000, right? There's any questions, please? Any questions, please? This is
No,
like
sir. It's clear.
this is like normal import, guys. See, guys, in the normal import, basically, yeah, example two, guys. Example two case one I'm using application with normal import. Yes, application with which import here? Application with normal import, guys. Application with normal import means what? Course info contains those two static variables. Then how we call that static variables, guys? We call that static variable using, tell me, guys, we call that static variable using class names, right? We call that static variable using class names, guys. Exactly. See, guys, test client is there, course info is there. This is the import statement, right? That's it. This is my test client data Java file, right? Exactly, guys. Test client dot Java file, guys. This is the course info is there. Test client dot Java. Okay, leave it. Yeah, test client dot Java. It is using normal import. Static import means it is using, yeah, it is using which import, guys? Here, normal import, right? Yesterday how we are doing normal import, the same we are doing normal import statement, right? Exactly, guys. But see, I want to rewrite this test client dot Java with the static import, guys. It is using which import, guys? Now static import. Sir, what is the advantage of static import, sir? What is the advantage of what? Static import? See, guys, my course info contains 10 static members. Assume like application level, we have the configurations details, we have the 20, 30 static members are there. If your application contains 20, 30 static members, then how many times you have to write the how many times you have to call using course info, course info, course info, like that? Tell me. Yes, we have to call the data. We have to call the data using what? Course info 50 times, right? Course info, course info every time. Then what happened, guys? Code is duplicated or not? Code redundancy, right? Guys, this is called code redundancy or not? Yeah, because course info we can see multiple times, like course info, course info, course info, like this is a duplicate, guys. This is duplicate name will get. To overcome this issue, guys, to overcome this issue, you can go for the static import. The syntax of static import is what? Import static com.tcs dot static data dot course info dot star we have to use. What the meaning of this line? You can access all the static members of course info, guys. All the static members of course info. We can access all the static members of course info directly in the application without using class name, guys. Yes, you see the beauty of the static import, right? All the static members of particular class we can access directly. We can access directly without using class name. Can I remove this class name here? Can I remove this class name? So this is my code, guys. That's it. Guys, if you run this code, we got the same output. Guys, I hope you got the clarity about the static import, right? Syntax. Static. Guys, are you clear now? Static import.
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is called static import basically. So import static content is in the static data dot course input dot star, right? Rani, please mute. Yeah, this is called static import, guys. We can access all the static members of a particular class directly into application without using class name, right? Application with the static import. Very good. Yeah, application static import, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, how many types of imports there are basically? How many types of imports there are? Guys, tell me how many types of imports we observe basically. Hmm?
Two
There are,
types.
yeah, there are two types of import, right? Exactly, guys. What are two types of imports? There are two types of imports. One is like normal import. Yes, yesterday we are doing normal import. Normal import we can access both. We can access both which data, guys? Instance and guys, we can access both instance and what static data, right? Exactly. Yes, today we discuss static import, guys. But unfortunately, static import we can access only static members. Yes, we can access only which members here? Only static members, guys. Guys, tell me, already normal import is there to access both instance and static. Then why static import again? Because using normal import, we can access both instance and static, right? Using normal import, if you can access the both instance and static, then why again static import? Tell me. Is my question is clear?
If a
Yeah,
class contains all static methods and variables, we can directly access.
yeah, not all, just more, right? Instead of saying all, more. If the more static data is there, guys, in normal import, we can access the both instance and static data, but here access the static data using class name. So now, guys, normal import we can access both instance and static data. So, but here we have to access. Yes, but here we have to access. We have to access the static data using. Guys, we have to access the static data using what class name, right? Exactly. There's normal import we can access both instance and static data, but how can we access the static data means using class name, right? Exactly. Static import we can access only static data. We can access only static numbers directly without using conjugates without using what class name, right? Yeah, that is the difference between the instance like static import and what a normal import, guys. The static import will work for only static data. If any instance members are there, again you have to go for normal importer. Guys, are it clear now? Regarding package, I taken only one example, guys. That is called static import versus normal importer. Remaining all about Eclipse ID, guys. Normal import versus which import, guys? Yeah, static import, right? That's it, guys. That's all for today class. Any questions, please? Today, try to install the Eclipse ID, guys. There are two parts of ID. If you want, you can go for the JW or Java Eclipse ID. This is the download website, guys. You go and check this website once. To check, if you download the JW Eclipse ID, the advantage is what? In future in advanced Java, you don't need to download again one more ID, right? So this ID itself we can use like long time, right? If you download the JW ID, guys, to change the Java to JW or JW to Java, use the right corner plus is the open perspective. Then select the version, guys. The Eclipse ID contains total how many parts? What are here? 4 parts. For the 4 parts, guys, here project, project explorer or package explorer, work area, outline, console. That's first application I'm doing here. In the first application, create the file menu, guys. Click on new project, give the project and click on finish. You will get the first application SRC. In SRC, right click, create the class, guys. When you create the class, it is asking package name. Give the package name, give the class name. Click on the main method. You'll get the main method, right? Exactly, guys. Is the project location is you get two folders. One is SRC folder, second is a bin folder. SRC folder contains source code of the Java. Bin folder contains what? A dot transfer site. Exactly, guys. The difference between normal import and static import is what? If you're doing the normal import means always you have to access the static data using class name. If you're going for static import means static is import is only for the static data, guys. Yes, the syntax is clear. Import static com.tcs dot static data dot course info dot star I have to use. What the meaning of this line? We can access all the static members of course info class, guys. Guys, after the class here we have to use a star. Remember this point, guys. After the class we have to use a star. Exactly. The meaning of this line is what? We can access all the static members of course info class directly in the application without using class name, right? Guys, without using class name, right? Yeah, that is information, guys. There are two types of imports, guys: normal import and static import. Normal import we can access both instance and static data, but static import we can access only static numbers directly without using class name, right? Guys, without using class name. Guys, are it clear? Any questions?
Sir, I have
Yeah.
one doubt.
Oh, tell me
We are
what?
using one main class, main class. There we are using so many static class. Okay, for example, A, B, C, 26 classes are there in static classes. Okay, how we
Static
can
class,
identify it? No. You have to mention, right? For static import static, you have to provide it. But which method is calling or not? How we can identify it? See, import static is there. But how we can identify the course is the class and some other classes is there. So for example, A
Course
class,
is a
B
method.
class. Course is method. If anywhere any other method we can use it. A, B, C, something we can use it in main.
Methods.
How we can identify it
No, the
for the
Eclipse
different
is about
packages?
using the option. We no need to see if you type the control space automatically. I didn't do anything, right? Just I type the control space here. If you type control space, basically the course info is a static data and course is a static method. How can we call this method here with help of static import? We can call directly, right?
Correct, course.
You can call directly means control space just you can type. It's showing all the
Okay,
data which one is visible. This is
correct.
like course.
Now,
Are able to see this clearly? Yeah. Course info is a void is a return type. It means this is a method you can
okay,
decide. Here you can see course info fees is there, which is a type integer, right?
So variable.
Variable I decide, right? It is integer, fees is a variable, right?
Okay.
Exactly. Void is a return type. Course is a C. If the variable means without parentheses, course means method, right? With parentheses you will get.
Okay. I understood.
Yes, it clearly shows information, guys. Here we have to know like which method is belongs to which class, why this belongs main is belongs to test client class. Okay, course is belongs to course info class. Fees is belongs to course info class like this. Eclipse.
And so prefix
Mhm.
s prefix s is also there to denote that this is static.
It's not a
See,
yes. It's like symbolize something yes.
yes, some kind of s symbol, sir. S, yes.
Class means you have the C. Guys, when you create the class, you'll get the C. C is a variable. Okay. C is like C represent the class, guys, but yes, okay, fine. S is there something
So
to
this is
represent.
static.
Exactly. S represent the static. Yeah, forgot. Yeah, S represent the static. Yes, S represented static exactly. So if you want, you can define one instance method, void wish method. Now tell me, guys. Now which is the instance method, right? Just control space here. Now we can see. We have to call how we can call the instance method. We have to create the object, right? That's why it doesn't shows here. Anyhow. Yeah, so yeah, you can declare one more static method means again it shows the S1. Yes, right? Yeah, which is the S.
Now,
Yeah, it's fine, guys. Guys, you got the clarity, right? Yeah. That's all, guys. That's all for today class. We will meet in tomorrow working with ID, guys. Today we discussed, and we'll meet in tomorrow, guys. We'll go for the some more examples about the packages, and tomorrow too will complete the packages concept. Total 3 days.
Ratan sir, what is the best time to call you?
No time, man. Today up to 1 o'clock, I'm not free. After 1 o'clock, you can call me.
Sir, hooks start as sir.
Up to 1 o'clock or after 1 o'clock?
After 1 o'clock. After 1 o'clock.
After 1 o'clock, okay.
After this package, man. Tomorrow the packages will be completed. After that, we'll start Oops concepts. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Is it clear? Any questions?
No questions, sir.
Yeah. Bye guys. Tomorrow we'll meet.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.